Hi everyone, my name is Sully and today I'm going to be making a big Carl pack hanger. I'm going to install a Dutchwaregear Dutch hook onto some Dynaglide. I have various different big Carl pack hangers here made out of some Lash-It and some of the blue Dynamite Dutch uses stock. This one's fairly worn out, it's a new one. I wanted a high-vis one, so I decided to use some Dynaglide for this project. I could have used some high-vis Zing-It, the yellow, but I had some spare Dynaglide, so I'm going to go with that. I think Dutch normally sells them at about 6 feet in length, but I figured I don't need it in that long, so I'm going to copy this length. It doesn't have to be exact, but I have a bit pre-cut here, ready to go. So I put a 1.5 inch loop on the end, and I do the loop first because it's easier to pass through the hole than the Dutch hook. So the items you'll need is a Dutch hook, a plugger for feathering out the ends, a fid, an awl, a decent blade, and a measuring tape. So I want to go 4 inches for the bury, that's about 4, and that's where I'm going to do my first pinch, and then 3 inches for the loop, so half the size, 1.5. There's my second pinch, and that's where I'm going to put my first hole. I want to get this nice and centered, everything's symmetrical, and that looks to be nice and centered to me, so I might not need the fid for this. And pass the working end through. And then I'm going to put the second hole. The hole comes through, the second pinch comes through the hole, and that's where I'm going to put my second hole to pass the rest of the Dynaglide through. Nice and centered. Looks to be center. I want to keep this going in a natural way, so it should be an S through here. So will this go through without the fid? Yes. Now I leave the feathering out of the end before the bury. Oh, maybe it didn't go through, did it? To the end, so I can keep what's going on there. Maybe I will use the fid. And this will lock the loop, and then we just need to bury this 4 inch I left for the bury. I want to feather out the end. I normally go 1.5 inch. My plucker, I like to do one from each side, and I'm pushing forward. That helps keep it intact. Dutch does a good example of this on his continuous loop demo, which is where I learned this. So, and then push forward again, keeping it intact. And then I like to do one from the middle. the middle. Yeah. Got this decent blade here, the Ofla. I'm going to hold the strain nice and tight here. Get as close as I can. 2 and 3. Now, you probably only need to come past an inch, but just to be sure, I go about 2. And I open it up a bit too, just to make it a bit easier. And I want to come out the right with the fid, come out the right side of the Dynaglide. So I want to come out this side. Right. Now, hopefully this goes easy. Because I'm doing a demo video, probably won't. Okay, now when I'm pushing I don't actually push the fid. When I get it going, I had it there and then I lost it. Okay, let's try that again. When I get it going, I push the Dynaglide onto the fid. I don't push the fid through the Dynaglide. Last one I made, I forgot to do the loop first, and I done the Dutch hook, and I was okay. I was lucky because the Dutch hook was so small it fit through the hole. But if you're installing any other hardware like stingers and stuff, although the stinger would just be a berry at the end. Now, are we going to go in or what? Right, there we go. So, pushing the Dynaglide onto the fid. I'm just bracing the fid here in my hand, holding it there. I'm pushing it on. Goes nice and smooth this. I want to come out this side as close as I can. And we're at the end. And there we go. Lovely. And feeding it through like that. As Dutch showed in his continuous loop video, he feeds it in like this. And everything's still intact. It's a little bit fluffy at the end, but so now hold everything tight, massage it in there, and as soon as she goes in, it comes really easy. Pull it tight. Make sure there's no frayed bits here, and that's nice and clean. And then I can just milk it back, which is extremely satisfying. So I like doing the splicing myself, and that's a nice clean, and that's just short of 1.5, but that's enough. Now the Dutch hook, this end, I'm going to go 4 for the berry. A little bit past 4. I'll install my hardware, the Dutch hook. This should go in easy. Yeah. Now I have to keep it this side of the hole. Here's my pinch mark. Just double check it. Measure twice, cut once. Oh, lose that. And the working end will go through this first hole. And again, that looks fairly, that's, no, not too centered. Massage it back in, try again. Squeeze it up a little bit first, makes it easier to find the center. Okay, that looks good. That's nice and centered. So I'm going to pass the working end through. I wonder if I should use the fid. Probably should. Yeah, I will. I don't want to twist it, so I had to twist it there, but I straightened it back up. Okay. I like to pull it tight. I don't need a big loop on this end. And then through the working end, I'm going to put my next hole. Open it up a little bit. And I'm going to pass the other end with the 1.5 inch loop. And that looks about center again. Put the fid in. Keep it going its natural way. It wants to go in this way. So let's see if I can get this loop through. In fact, I might be able to push it through without the fid. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. Pinch the top. And straight through, nice and easy. It's much easier than trying to get the Dutch hook through. And then pull tight, lock it. Feather out the end and bury. 1.5. Hope you're all enjoying the start of your summer. It's nice weather here in Ireland at the moment. A little bit windy though. Not a big fan of the wind. Don't mind a bit of rain, but the wind I do not like. I'd say the kite surfers love it though. And one from the other side. And then one from the middle. It's nice to work with this Dynaglide. I think the last bit of Lash-It I got, the black Lash-It, oh, it's kind of waxy or something, but it's a little bit fiddly. I love this blade. I've had it a long time now. All the plastic ones I've had to replace. Lovely. That clean cut. Alright. Now. And then one. That's about there and be safe. Open it up. I mentioned in my last video that I modify nearly everything I buy in some way or another, even if it's only something small. Well, at the end of this video I'll show you a little mod I done to a Bluetooth speaker, portable Bluetooth speaker, got from Sony, to hang behind my hang time hook on my ridgeline. That went easy. So I've loads of splice goods here that, you know, I just made because I like doing the splicing, but I always find a use for them at some point or another. So I made a continuous loop with a Dutch hook on it. Made a few of them. Just massage it in. There she goes. Pull it tight. No frayed bits. Kind of see where I made the cuts there, but probably could have got it a little bit tighter, but it's okay. Won't see them now. And then, favorite part, milking it down. It disappears, and that's a nice clean big Carl pack hanger. Nice. I'll probably never use it though. We give this one away to a buddy. Now, that's that. So the mod to this, looked at the reviews, there's mixed reviews on it, but I like this. It had a 16-hour battery. But it did come with this tag on it here, which is way overkill for me. So that's coming off. I'm going to pull this off. It will come off easy. Oh, that can go in the bin. And I have this. I could have used the beaner, just a continuous loop, but I spliced the Dutch hook onto it. I used to use these as little grabbers. And then this will go on. I see here. And the narrow end, which is the part that will hold the Dutch hook there, and that will hang behind my the hook for the phone, for my cell phone, which is a great addition to the ridge line for the hammock. And that's it. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.